Hey everyone, it's Chrissy from AccuWeather. So I want you to look at this part of a creek at my dad's farm. Not much water, right? And it's hard to tell that there's a creek here. Now as I move down some in the creek, take a look. Yeah, that looks more like a creek. So why the change in such a short distance? Well, the answer is a spring. Now, before we get into what a spring is, let's review the water cycle. And that's where water evaporates from the ground, and that water vapor will rise and condense in the clouds. And when there is enough moisture, rain or snow falls back to the ground. Now, that water from rain or snow either evaporates right back into the air, or it'll flow into rivers and lakes, or most of it seeps right into the ground. Now, once in the ground, the roots of plants and trees will get a good drink, or that water will become part of groundwater. Now, way below our feet in the ground is a lot of water sitting among the rocks in the soil. Groundwater can stay under the ground for hundreds of thousands of years, according to the EPA, or it can come back up to the surface through a spring. So, this water spent some time traveling underground, and now it will flow from this creek and eventually end up in the Chesapeake Bay. Now, before you go, I want to show you something neat. Look at this and see the differences in the muddy and clear water. That muddy water was Spring Creek in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania, when it was flooded a couple of years ago. The clear water, that is water that came up from the ground through Big Spring. And Big Spring, that's the second largest spring in Pennsylvania, and 14.5 million gallons of water per day comes up through Big Spring, according to the Spring Creek watershed groups.